Hello po. So yung report namin is all about quality control. So ano nga ba yung quality control? So yung quality control is a process which business seeks to ensure that products quality is maintaining or improved at kung namimit ba yung certain standards. So, understanding assertions and using quality improvement methodologies. Internal auditors are in the quality business even though we don't talk about our role in those terms. When we take a close look at what we do, it becomes apparent that our focus for decades has centered on the examination of programs and processes to determine if transactions are executed according to certain parameters. So dito lang naman is tinitignan yung completeness, then kung accurate and consistent yung isang product. So halimbawa is yung sa pag-process ng product about sa food ganun. So sa pag-process nun may food safety program na katulad nung diniscuss ko nung nakaraang report. Then ini-ensure dun yung safety ng mga consumer. Then tinitignan din yung mga defects para matanggal. Tapos may testing din na kung saan tinitignan yung consistent ng isang product. So there are three main categories related to transaction, balances, and presentation assertion. So yung una dun is transactions and event. So yung first is yung occurrence. So dito sa occurrence, yung yung all transaction and events are recorded and related. Next is yung completeness. So yung ibig sabihin naman dito sa completeness is yung all transactions that should have been recorded are recorded. So yung next is cut off. So yung sa cut off naman yung ibig sabihin nun yung all transactions and events ay recorded in correct accounting period. So ibig sabihin nun yung transaction is related sa current accounting period. Yung next naman is about classification. So sa classification naman ito yung mga event or transactions na nakarecord sa proper account para maiwasan din yung misclassification ng mga transaction. So yung next is about accounts balances. So yung existence, yung ibig sabihin nun, dito tinitignan yung mga balance na nag-a-appear sa on a company financial statement kung nag-exist ba at kung na-state ba siya at the end of the accounting period. Then next is about rights and obligations. So dito sa rights and obligation, ini-state dito yung ownership rights or usage rights to recognize dun sa asset. Tas sa liabilities naman, kung nakalist ba siya sa financial statement belong to the company. Then next is yung sa completeness. Sa completeness naman, katulad lang siya dun sa una. Kung yung mga naka-record ba ay naka-record at kung yung mga naka-include ba ay naka-include. Yung next is valuation. Sa valuation naman, sa lahat ng nakapresent sa financial statement is kung accurate and basis sa proper valuation of asset, liability, and equity. So yung next is about presentation and disclosure. So dito sa presentation and disclosure, tinitignan yung appropriate information and disclosures are included. So then yung yung information dito is presented in the statement in fair and easy to understand. So yung una is yung about occurrence ulit. So ibig sabihin naman dito that the transactions recorded or disclosed actually happen and relate to the entity. Then yung next is about sa rights and obligations. So dito naman is yung dinisclose na rights and obligation actually relate dun sa reporting entity. Then next is about sa completeness ulit. So dito naman katulad lang din nung nauna, pero dito is lahat ng dapat i-disclose has been disclosed. So yung next is about classification and understandability. So dito yung information included in the financial statement is appropriate presented and madaling maintindihan. So dito naman sa accuracy and valuation, yung lahat ng information na naka-disclose is dapat nasa is in the correct amount and nagre-reflect siya sa proper values nila. So yung next, etong table 8.1 management assertion. So etong lang naman yung validity, completeness, cut-off, valuation, recording, presentation, existent. Ito yung yung mga relevant beyond financial audit. So yung next is about sa 7 is, so yung una doon is economy. The program or process obtains resources at the optimal value to the organization. So it is accomplished through the display of care in the procurement of financial, human, or material inputs. So yung concern lang naman dito is to minimize the cost of resources used. So yung dapat, kung ano lang yung needs yung kailangan mong gamitin o bilhin. Then next is about efficiency. The program or process operates in such a way that it achieves maximum productivity with the lowest possible wasted efforts, expense or time. So dito naman yung concern lang with the relationship between sa goods and services produced and the resources used to produce them. So lang naman yung sa pag-produce is dapat hindi ganun ka-waste ng time, energy, and material. So yung next reporter is si Angelica. I-discuss niya yung ibang tungkol about sa 7